yours. Let's go.
Dalton sets up play action. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
No gain on the play there. Second down. Throwing on second down. Dalton being chased out left. And he slides to avoid the hit. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 26.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Hands up. 58. Come on. 368. Get that ball. Shoot like you. Move. Go.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check 31. Check it back. Check 99. Check. Watch the eye. Shift. Check your hot read.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Watch the twist. Kill. Hey, high 7. 15, 15. Watch the flood. Regular.
Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. Looking for Boyd, and he's got him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now T.J. Yeldon. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, hold.
Allen now throwing again. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 21. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
For mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Match box lights. Hey, tight. Check out. Hot. Check 3.
Here's Allen to throw it. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Hauschka adds the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And an alley to run. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now left side on the swing pass. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Dalton here from the gun. And the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position, a couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter, and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
Push him back. Push him back.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Play that shot deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Alert. Check 15. He's crashing. Takes 3. 218, chopper. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's go one more.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He's going to let this one go. He's got a man complete. The 30, past the 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 92 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ed Oliver picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing, Dalton. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Now this one complete to Robert Foster. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Hey, Alpha.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and it's 3rd down.
44. Here you go. Hey, orbit.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Andy Dalton now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Play action here with Dalton. Completes this one to Meredith. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards that time. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Dalton, 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw on 3rd down. Dalton, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Bullock will put this one through. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
80 weapon. Be dead, be dead, be dead. Switch. 5 wide.
A final shot before half for Allen. Open man here is Foster. Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On first down, Allen. Got him in. It's Brown. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Ndamukong Suh breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
51 the mic, boys, 51. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, Mike, 51.
To throw, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. I don't even know why this team Bravo. Nice.
On second and 11 now. Dalton gets it to Meredith complete. And he goes out right around the 39. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, Dalton. He completes it to Boyd. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
Andy Dalton now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
Hey, switch gears. Watch safety green.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Come on, let's go. Check four. 93, 52, 93, 44.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play.
Hey, Team 6. 2 by 2. Move. Minus 50. And we got to get up.
Operating from the gun, Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check. Lucky.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check 26.
They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They come out here in the eye. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal.
Heavy. Out. Undercrush.
Here's Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
but they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Hey, exit. Mike's 50. Stay with your man. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
From the gun, Dalton eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Preston Brown gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Allen. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 49 yards on the ground. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Okay, baby, I see you.
Again, it's Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
twist, watch the twist. Check. Watch the out. Check.
Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Allen to throw. And that's complete to Brown. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
51, Mike. Hey, Haywood. Bring your mirrors back and go full strength.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep. This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38. Back to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.